Liamsiri Rehabilitation Center. So I'm a little bit nervous, so I will try to come first. So I speak up. So hello, Dr. Pauli. Good to meet you here. Okay, I'm glad that at least I don't see any stranger. I hope I will do well for this time. So just give me a few seconds.
You can switch to the other ones. Slideshow. No, slideshow.
Click the slideshow.
Slideshow and
Oh,
yeah, a bit bigger.
this one, right?
No.
On the top.
Push F5. F5.
Here? 5.
No, the button is in computer. On your computer, F5.
F. I.
Five.
Yep.
Oh.
So then I have to look at here.
Yes, right.
Okay. So let me see.
Check out.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. What is that?
Cancel.
All right. Okay. I will present 3 chapters. So begin with chapter 1, introduction. Before we go through the details, I would like to introduce myself a little bit from my background, maybe just a few minutes. I was a volunteer with Thai Family Link organization, which is located in Sintanya Hospital. It's a mental health hospital. And I've been volunteer there for 6 years, every Saturday, 3 hours a week, as a facilitator for the mental illness people and also for the caregiver. And during 6 years, I went to Hong Kong to observe and to study about rehabilitation services for people with mental illness. And I feel like I need more education because I really feel deeply in love with these people. I want to gain more knowledge so I can help them more. I can do more. So I decided to continue my master's degree. And I spoke to my friend, her name is Brenda. And I asked her to help me to find a sponsor. She said, I can sponsor you. So from that time, I came to study in ABAC. I promised her 2 years and graduate. Now it's the 4th year. So, and she still continues to support me. So I'm really grateful for her. And I know why she continues helping me because I keep doing activity helping people. And I send all my project to her, for her. And for the video camera this time also, I made a tape and I sent it to her also. When I see the statistics in Thailand, the range of schizophrenia is number 1 for mental health problem in Thailand, and number 2 is depression, number 3 is bipolar disorder. But in Europe, you might say major depression is number 1 range, right? But in Thailand, difference. So the purpose of the study as a psychiatric rehabilitation can reduce the cost of aftercare. So, and also I would like to investigate the influence of society, the family, community, and stigmatize to provide rehabilitation and therapy for people with mental illness. And significant of the study, I want to find the deep problem and 5 factors that I can use the psychological education that I study here and therapeutic techniques to help the people at my rehab center and also for the job recovery with the mental illness people and also including the caregiver. I have more than 10. I have about 12 definitions. But I picked only 4 definitions here. Because I have a limited time, so I will explain for you. Addiction treatment, I purposely use it for the people who are addicted with substance abuse. And so who has negative consequence of, they want to get rid of, but they cannot make it. So addiction treatment for my plan is to help these people. Because half of my clients who train with Thai family, excuse me, sorry, can you invite them? Half of my clients who I training for 40 people, the schizophrenia group, half of them is drug users or drug abuse who cause schizophrenia. So mental illness definition is just another name of mental disorder. And also, these stigmatized, actually, I have to explain a little bit about stigma. When the people impact with mental illness, they will get isolation, they will be labeled, so that we call stigma. So these stigmatized programs that I use it just to help the society to understand and not make fun of isolation people with mental illness. But now still there is discrimination in our community, and I think all over the world also. That's what I read on the news. And psychoeducation, this is just about the knowledge about psychological condition to reduce their symptoms. I use this course from Thai Family Link that includes 8 lessons. So 1 lesson 1 week for 3 hours at a time. We have a lesson start from training them to know the symptom and the disease like a schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, and how to see. And the second chapter or second lesson is really teach about how to communicate with these people who impact with mental illness, when the family turn to know that, become to know that a family member has mental illness. They have lack communication or not understand each other. So this lesson will help the caregiver and the mental illness people to understand how to communicate. And lesson 3 is to help understand what is the side effect of medication, and also how to use it, what is the old medication, new medication. So I explained for 3 chapters and 3 lessons, but from 4 to 8, I can explain more after my presentation if you have questions. So the next slide. This is the example that I did my project work. I did psycho training in my place at Thung Salim district, and this is the addiction people. On the left hand side, you see, I wrote that addict, mental illness, and stigmatized. The left hand side, this man aged more than 62 years old. He'd been gambling addiction, and after that he lost his wife, he lost his property, he lost his children. Some children died and some just ran away. And he turned to mental illness, and his sister had to put him here. And on the right hand side,